Tonight's Midnight Special brought to you by Chevrolet. Chevrolet, building a better way to see the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, your hosts for this morning, Burns and Schreiber.
Cab. Taxi. Cab.
Yeah, it's a taxi cab.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, where you going?
Take me down to the 12th Street precinct there. I gotta bail out my buddy, Red Donlin. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Bail out.
Yeah. Yeah, Red's in the tank down there. Red's in the tank. Red's in the tank.
Yeah, he's in a tank, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He's swimming down there?
No. Had a few too many at a party we were having last night. You got in a little trouble, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Trouble.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing about Red, my friend. Red's a hot ticket. They broke the mold when they made Red. They broke the mold when they made Red. They broke the mold when they made Red.
It must have been a good reason.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, Red can't handle his booze, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I drink, sure, but in moderation. In moderation. El Moderoni, my friend. Yeah.
Moderoni.
Oh, yeah, I'm not like Red. He made a real fool of himself at that party last night.
Yeah, what did he do?
I'm not sure. I passed out, but I hear it was murder. Oh, I know. You wonder why Red drinks so much. Well, don't start telling me about the way Red drinks. I know he drinks. So what? So what? Red and me are friends for many years, my friend. Don't start telling me about Red. Not you or anybody else. I know why.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
All right.
You know?
It ain't easy for Red, my friend. He has his cross to bear. He's got a son. He's a bum, this kid. I don't know, boy. Oh, you know. These kids today, they don't know what they want. When I was a kid, I never wanted that. Yeah, they're all... They're running around, they're shooting this marijuana in their arm, you know, I mean... If it ain't that, they're sniffing Coca-Cola, you know, I mean...
Yeah, well, it must be very sloppy.
Yeah.
Look, I think you're confusing it a little in your thinking.
Oh,
you know,
come on, don't tell me I'm confused. What are you, Dr. Spock? I'm telling you right now. These kids be a lot better off. They drank like I did when I was a kid.
No, I can't buy that.
Oh, yeah? What would you do if you found out your kid was smoking pot? What would you do, huh?
I did find out. I sat down with him, and I told him, listen, as long as it's illegal, and if you get caught, you're going to have to pay the penalty. Then he turned me on. I got high. I haven't had a drink since.
Now, listen, I hope you're putting me on, my friend, because if you're not, I'm going to have to turn you into my friend Red Donlin.
I thought you said he was in the drunk tank there.
Oh, yeah, sure, but when he's sober, he's a narc. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I did when I found out my kid was using that stuff. I sat him down at the kitchen table. I put a bottle of whiskey down there. Yeah. I said, you drink this right down or I'm going to knock your block off. He drank it down.
And what happened?
Well, he got sick, threw up for 2 days, ran away from home. I haven't seen him since.
That sounds like an effective learning experience.
Yeah. Last year he called me from Canada. Boy, yeah, didn't want to be drafted, he said.
I didn't want to go to Vietnam, huh?
Oh, boy, it makes you sick. I tried to teach him right from wrong, taught him to respect his neighbors, sent him to a Catholic college, taught him the golden rule. Yeah. Then he turns around and tells me he doesn't want to kill anyone. Where did I go wrong?
I think you must have taught him more than you know.
Yeah?
You know?
Well, I told him this. I said, look, kid, if you don't want to kill anybody, that's your decision. But that's something you're going to have to live with the rest of your life.
Yeah. Well, here we are, pal.
Oh, we're here, huh?
Yeah, we're here.
Hey, listen, you know, they don't let Red out there for a few minutes yet. Can I tell you a funny story? Huh?
Yeah.
Can I?
I'm not going anywhere.
All right, listen. It's about, you got a kick out of this, you being what you are, you know? It's about these two Jewish guys, see? Now, these two
Why does it have to be two Jewish guys?
Well,
I mean, if it's a good joke, it don't have to be about two Jewish guys, does it? I mean,
what's
somebody
the matter
might...
with you? Come on.
I don't know. I might take it as being anti-Semitic,
Oh,
you know.
come on. Listen, it could be two Arab guys. I don't care. It's the same joke.
Yeah, make it Arab, yeah.
All right. Okay. Now, these two Arab guys are standing in the back of a synagogue. One of them turns to the other. He says, hey, easy.
To the Midnight Special. I'm Avery Schreiber.
That's right, and I'm Jack Burns, and joining us this morning are some great guests. We have the OJs are here today. Ronnie Dyson, Steve Martin, Mark Almond, Kenny Colman, and more.
And so we hope you'll stay with us.
Yes, indeed. Sit back.
And enjoy the Hollies.
I was
guess
going
we
to
just
read
got.
that.
Well, go ahead, read it.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It's just words. Words.
If you want to break up again.
Please read it.
All right. So sit back and enjoy the Hollies and other guests right after this commercial, okay?
Our first guests made their first appearance in Liverpool in 1963.
Yeah, and since then, like most groups, there have been some changes, but the one thing that hasn't changed is the quality of their performances and records.
Welcome back to the Midnight Special, The Hollies.
OJs have had enough gold records to pave the parking lot here at NBC.
But it's hard to stop on that, so they haven't done it. In fact, their current hit, Love Train, will be added to the list for it just went into the million mark.
So
a big welcome, huh? The OJs!
All the 'cause if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you. Well, people all over the world, sisters and brothers, come out, ride this train, love train, come on, people all over the world, ride this train, come out, love train, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Get on board, people all over the world, ride, join hands, ride on song, love train, people all over the world, ride, join hands, ride on song, love train, people all over the world, ride, join hands, ride on song, love train, going over to India. Come on, right now we gonna ride this train, y'all, going all around the world, making love around the world. Come right now, train, come on, say people all over the world, y'all, join hands, ride, song, love train, hear the train, people all over the world, ride, join hands, ride, song, love, go, hey, hey, ride, 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 join hands, ride, song, love train, people all over the world, ride, join hands, ride, on song, love train, ride, 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 join hands, ride, on song, love train, ride on, yeah, yeah, ride on song, love train, love train.
Hey, this next act that's coming on
Yeah.
is really fantastic. Remember when we broke up, was it the third time? Or,
That was the second time.
second time, yeah. And I
2A,
took-
break
yeah.
up 2A.
Right. I took a job writing for the Glenn Campbell show, and one of the writers in the show is a fellow by the name of Steve Martin, and Steve is really...
Steve's dynamite.
Yeah, he is. Remember, I'll tell you the things he wrote. Remember when Glenn used to get up and say, "Hi, I'm Glenn Campbell"?
Yeah.
Steve wrote that. Yeah. And Steve has appeared on many shows now. He's been really building a great
He's
career
been
as
on
a
the Sonny
comedian.
and Cher show, the
Tonight Show, yeah, many shows, and he's here tonight. Let's give him a big welcome. Steve Martin. Steve.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I was really sad when I heard that Burns and Schreiber broke up, but now that they're going steady again, I'm really happy for them. You know, one thing I gotta explain, it's hard to follow a fantastic rock and roll act for a comedian, you know, because everybody's going crazy and sweating, and it's really sexy and low down, and they go, "Okay, that was great, now here's the comedian, bring him out." Thanks, everyone. Yeah, let's really have a good time. I wanted to tell you, I have to do all the plugs first. I just recorded an album for a major record company, and 2 days from tonight, that'll be this coming Sunday, we're going to erase it. So, anyway, that's really cute, isn't it? Now, you know, when people see the banjo, immediately they want to hear dueling banjos, you know? But it's kind of hard when you just have one instrument. You know, it's like, you can't really get it going. So I took this into consideration, and I figured out a fantastic arrangement of dueling banjos for one banjo. And I like to play it, strictly a show-off thing, but I like to play it for you right now. So here we go. So here we go. appreciate your language until you go to a foreign country that doesn't have the courtesy to speak English. I did this show in France about a month ago, and I tell you, you're helpless. First they fool you for a while. You think they're still going to speak English because you get off the plane and everything's in 14 languages. You're going down, baggage, I'll go right over here. You go down and you get it, and you get into the taxi and you say, Hotel Stockholm, please. The driver goes, Je suis le tout le. You go, what? I don't know. So the first thing you do to save yourself, you start talking with a French accent. You think that's really going to help, and you go, I would like to go to the store. So that didn't make it, so I bought a little phrase book. And the only thing I could memorize was how to order a cheese omelet. Omelette du fromage. So I go into the place and I go, omelette du fromage. And the mistake they make is that when you start ordering in French, they think you speak French. They go, je te suis le what? I don't get it. So one time I went in and I just wanted the cheese. I didn't want the eggs this time. I was tired of the eggs. I wanted the cheese, fromage. And you know how when you're in America and someone from a foreign country comes up to you and they don't speak English and they're just enunciating their words a little bit wrong and you can't understand them and it's so subtle. Well, I go in, I'm sitting there going, fromage. The waiter's going, what? Fromage. No, I don't. Fromage. So I write it down and spell it out and show it to me. He goes, oh, fromage. So now it's hopeless and I'm into sign language. I'm going around ordering milk and going, moo. So I was totally depressed and I wanted to save my ego and I wanted to look like a bilingual genius. And I figured out this little scheme. I went out and I bought all these French clothes, and a beret and paintbrushes and stood out by the Eiffel Tower and waited for an American to come by. And it's like this lady comes in and goes, pardon me, do you speak English? Just a little bit. Well, can you tell me how to get to the Louvre? The Louvre, let's see, well, you go down the street, and then you turn, how do you say, left, and then you go right. But do not get too esoteric, because if you get a propensity toward an inclination of society, you see what I'm trying to say to you? You see, I love America so much. Like when the Dodgers played the Yankees in '54, I'm really into that, and I enjoy going down south, because down south, they talk like this. Is this right now? Am I getting the accent down? You say, I'm just a pure Frenchman. No, but I do not know teacher. So, that's all right. Thank you. Well, folks, what the heck? I can smell by my arm that my time is just about up, so I'm going to beg off now, and you've been a great audience, really. I wish I could... almost did a line I do in nightclubs, and it wouldn't quite work on TV. Okay, so I'm going to beg off now. I don't want to drag this on and on, because that's the most boring thing, I think, when someone goes on and on and on. So I'm going to beg off now, and I want to thank you all for coming by. I do have to beg off, and I would like to remind you of something that the great Maharishi Guru taught me over 15 years ago. I spent 15 years studying with him in Tibet, and I didn't really learn that much, but the day I was leaving, I started to walk away, and he turned to me, and he said something that I have never forgotten, and it's really guided me throughout my life. And every time I do a show, I try to pass this on to the people because, well, it's helped me in times of depression and anxiety. I'll never forget. He said, always, oh, wait a minute, was always take a litter bag in your car. Because it doesn't take up much room. If it gets full, you can just toss it out the window. So.
many members of this next group played with such famous bands as Joe Cocker and John Mayall, to name but a few?
Each is a soloist in his own right, but they've managed to combine their talents to form one of the most refreshing contemporary bands around.
Mark Almond.
Well, I said to my best friend, can't you see what a mess I'm in? My daddy, he taught me to drink whiskey, but my mama, she died from drinking gin. My brother, he works in a coal mine. He works so hard for his pay. My sister, she believes in sweet Lord Jesus, and she's waiting for redemption day. I said, hey, what am I living for? I said, hey, why am I living? Why am I giving all my life to bring up a family, children, and wife? Tell me, my friend, hasn't that been done before? I remember my first job. I was singing with a band. When every payday came around, I took my money from the man, and he said, now spend it wisely, boy, or save it while you have the time. But I was drunk on the stand, and I blew the band. Now you'll find me in the unemployment line. I said, hey, asking you, babe, what am I living for? I said, hey, asking you, babe, why am I living? Why am I giving all my life to bring up a family, children, and wife? Tell me, my friend, hasn't that been done before? Now I had me a sweet woman, mine, till the sun don't shine. But I came home one evening early, and I found her with a friend of mine. Now it's not so much that I needed her, but oh God, how to stay away. I packed my bags and I hit the road, and I've never seen her to this day. I said, hey, what am I living for? I said, hey, why am I living? Why am I giving all my life to bring up a family, children, and wife? Listen, my friend, it's all been done before.
say hello to our friends who watched the midnight special in Toronto. And who could ever forget the immortal words of the Lone Ranger as he crossed the border into Canada on his lovely horse Silver. And he say, as he looked into the sunlight, "We got to get to Toronto pronto tanto." Don't you dare go away. After station identification, Burns and Schreiber gonna be back with Mark Almond, the incredible string band, the Crusaders, and more. Let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on you.
Good evening. I'm your moderator, D.W. Hochstetter, professor of political expediency at the University of California at Marina del Rey. And this is the program Youth Wants to Know. Our boys and girls today are from the Admiral Dewey Memorial High School, and they have submitted questions that I will be asking of our guest, Dr. Henry Bussinger. Dr. Bussinger is special assistant to the president. He's a former university instructor at Stuttgart and the author of the book, The Role of the Sadist in Limited Warfare. Good evening, Dr. Bussinger.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be with you here this evening. I would like to take this time to state categorically that I was no way involved in the Watergate incident. My field is foreign affairs, of which I've had quite a few, but I am not involved in domestic matters at all, please.
Well, Dr. Bussinger, I assure you no one here would ever infer that you had anything to do with the Watergate affair.
Well, charges are being flung far and wide, and I'm not taking the rap for anybody. If need be, I can name names. Are you listening, mein Herr?
No,
I mean
sir.
Yes, you hang Mitchell, not me, booby.
There's no need. There's no need for all that, sir.
Well, don't think you're going to me like the others, you know. I was in Peking at the time. I got laundry tickets to prove it.
Well, Dr. Bussinger, please calm down. We just asked you here to answer a few of the students' questions.
All right, but don't make them too specific. You never know who's listening. They could have this whole place bugged. The microphone would be a good place to have a tap in there, wouldn't it? That'd be too smart for these people, though. I know that.
Yes, you're very nervous today, Doctor.
Well, can you imagine how nervous I'd be if we weren't living under a monarchy? All right, now. I am settled down. Go ahead. It's a pleasure to face the questions of these inquiring young people. As I often like to remind the president, the youth of today are the old people of tomorrow. I often remind the president. I have to remind him of many things. His mind's been wandering lately. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yes, well, speaking of reminding him in the minds of people, what do you think of this present generation of young people?
I worry about these boys and girls. They seem to be drifting without aim or purpose. They need a credo, a philosophy to guide them. I remember what George Allen once said to me at a party honoring the 5th anniversary of Arthur Godfrey's vasectomy. He once said to me, he said, "You can learn more about life on the 1-yard line than anywhere else in the world."
Well, that's quite a philosophy.
If you play football, otherwise it's ludicrous.
Yes.
As I recall, the party was a bummer, too. The broads for dogs. I don't go back to
Well, Dr. Bussinger,
it was
can we
really
proceed?
Acme City. I never saw anything like
Yes, can we proceed with these questions, all of which have been submitted by our students from Admiral Dewey Memorial High?
Wonderful man, Dewey. You know, if he had shaved off his mustache, he would have been president. A great man. I told him he wouldn't listen to me. He was stubborn.
No, it was Admiral Dewey.
You may think it was admirable. I call it stubborn, my friend. Dewey, Tom Dewey. He ran for president in '48. A lot of you people don't remember that.
Well, the first
wait
question...
for them to remember it.
Yes,
I could
I
die
don't think
waiting.
they will. Yes, it's been said that you're the second most powerful man in Washington. Do you agree?
That's ridiculous. I'm the most powerful man in Washington. But then we must define power and its parameters.
Yes.
If power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, where does that put God? You see? You didn't expect that professorial question, did you?
No, I
You didn't
didn't,
expect it.
no.
Neither did the Pope when I asked it of him. I met him, by the way.
Yes?
I met him at a party honoring Will Chamberlain's 500 stuff shot. Yes, that was quite a party. About 10 years ago. Bill doesn't stuff him much anymore.
No, next question. Many of your opponents will say that you avoid domestic problems because you don't want to commit yourself on controversial issues.
Of course I don't want to commit myself. If they want me committed, they'll have to sign the papers. I'm not going to do it myself. After all, I'm not Meshuggah. By the way, you didn't know I was Jewish, did you?
No, I didn't.
No, either did the president. I was the first one he ever met, you know.
Really?
No, he's never seen where they have one in a museum in his hometown, but that's the only one he ever saw. It's in a glass cage. His name is Salt. He waves at him once in a while there.
Yes, well, another question. You were instrumental in the success of the SALT talks.
And the pepper talks.
And yet you propose more nuclear weapons development. How do you reconcile that?
Very simply, while it's true that I will travel to the ends of the earth in search of peace, I can only do this while there's the possibility of war. Like any great nation, we must walk the tightrope between nuclear deterrent and nuclear disarmament.
Well, how do you do that?
We lie. Yes. We're still working on nuclear. In fact, right now we're working on development of a nuclear hand grenade.
An atomic hand grenade?
That's right. It makes a hole 60 feet deep and 300 feet wide. We're having a little trouble testing it, though.
Why's that?
Your average soldier can only throw it 20 feet. That's a boom. It's all over for these people. Boom. Back, you know.
Yeah, well, we're running out of time, Doctor.
Oh, you
and,
don't know how true that is. Yeah. If you ever get to Moscow, I got some good numbers for you, by the way, over there.
Yes, well, thank you for being with us
I'm
tonight.
not with you here tonight, by the way. I'm in Cuba with Castro. This whole thing is a cover, you know.
Yes, thank you for being on Youth Wants to Know.
If you didn't know, would you think I was Jewish? Really? I mean, if you were just looking at me. Would you? Armenian, perhaps? What?
The Crusaders have been together for a long, long time.
Now get some of the names they were called before they became the Crusaders.
The Nighthawks.
The Swingsters.
How's this one? The Chitterling Circuit.
The Crusaders, though, is a much easier name, and it's been a successful one, too.
Their album, Crusaders 1, is nominated for a Grammy, and each member of the group was nominated for his outstanding musicianship in the 1972 Playboy Jazz and Pop Poll. I was nominated once for a Bubby.
What's that?
It's a Jewish Grammy.
Uh-huh. Ladies and gentlemen, the Crusaders.
Now, when you hear this next group, you'll know why their name fits, because they are indeed incredible.
Their music is simple, yet they've managed to combine so many elements and create something uniquely their own. Ugh, it's good.
A midnight special welcome to the incredible String Band.
Hey!
Been alone in the forest a long time. Time is coming when the lady I'll find I would love her and hold her and sing her through the green, green tree. The skin on my hands like a leather I ride, and my face is hard from the cold wind. My heart's so warm with the song that I sing will charm her, fair lady, and sing her through the green, green tree.
Before we continue, next week, back by popular demand, the Midnight Special will be bringing you another oldies but goodies show hosted by Chubby Checkers.
And yes, it's going to be fantastic, fantastic. And joining Chubby Checker will be Lloyd Price, Benny King, the Shirelles, the Ronettes, Danny and the Juniors, Little Anthony and the Imperials, the Skyliners, Jimmy Clan and more, so you tune in for that, all right? All right. Our next guest has come a long way since he appeared in the original Broadway production of Hair. He's a fine young singer with a song that's currently doing very well for him in the charts called One Man Band.
Let's welcome, please, Ronnie Dyson.
All my life I've been alone, but I never really cared. Just a face inside a crowd, a stranger everywhere. Everyone I've ever known has disappointed me. I live and breathe only for me. No one's ever been inside the walls surrounding me. I depend on me myself to keep me company. No one cares about me, so I take good care of me. I'm in a world all of my own. Oh, one-man band plays all alone. He plays to a song of his own. Yes, he does, yes, he does, yes, he does. Oh, one-man band plays all alone. He plays to a song of his own. And I'm so self-contented that it sometimes frightens me, 'cause I can do most anything with no one helping me. I'm concerned in everything that's for the good of me. No one but me cares about me. And each man is the master of his own destiny. And I can surely best determine what is right for me. If I had the chance to change my life, I wouldn't dare. Doing okay, living this way. Oh, one man band plays all alone. He plays to a song of his own. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, one man band plays all alone. He plays to a song of his own. Yes, he does, yes, he does, yes, he does. Oh, one man band plays all alone. He plays to a song of his own. Oh, one man band plays all alone. He plays to a song of his own.
You know, the President's Commission on Drug Abuse states categorically that the biggest drug problem in America today is alcohol. So we take you to somewhere on the Sunset Strip.
Hey, man. Hey, man. How you doing, man? Hey, all right.
Come on, man.
How you doing, man?
Oh, you don't shake my head. Ooh, yeah,
how are you?
Well, you know.
Yeah, you look like you're there.
Yeah, I'm there, yeah.
Where are you, man?
Oh, I'm into something very heavy, man. In fact, it's so heavy, I get a hernia just thinking about it.
Oh, yeah, man. I hope it's not like that garbage you laid on me last week.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know, those watermelon rinds, orange peels, coffee grinds.
Oh, that was garbage. Yeah, no, that was real garbage.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm beyond garbage, man. This is really heavy stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, heavier than linoleum?
I'm not doing linoleum no more, man.
What, are you into the hard stuff?
Well...
Tile?
No.
What are you doing, man? Formica?
No, man.
Well, what is it?
Well, let me show you something. You see this?
Yeah?
I ripped this out of my old man's cabinet last week.
Yeah?
It's
a bottle, man.
No, it's what's in the bottle.
What's in the bottle? You got ether, man?
No, no.
What is it? What?
It's called B-O-O-Z-E.
Booze!
Oh, come on, man. You want everyone doing it? No, it's a nickel bottle now. I'm glad the price sky high. No.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how do you do it? You shoot it, man?
No, you don't shoot it. You don't shoot it, man. No, you drink it.
I mean, you just drop it into your system?
Yeah.
You don't cut it with nothing?
Well, some dudes cut it with water or soda, man.
I don't believe you. Cut it with water? Well, how are you going to roll it,
You
man?
don't roll it. I told you, drink it, man. You drink it.
You drink it?
Yeah. See, well, let me show you. Now, you take it out of this bottle, right?
Right.
And then you pour it into what is called this. This is called a shot glass. See? Now
You shot, you mean like bang, bang?
Yeah, I dig the symbolic violence there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you pour it out of that, see?
Right.
And then you just go like this. After which you go...
You just pour it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig the ritual.
Right,
yeah, it's
yeah,
fantastic, man.
In about 5 minutes, you really start to get behind it, and it makes you mean and blurry-eyed. And if you take too much of it, you can maybe wipe out 6 people behind it. And it's really yeah.
That's fantastic.
And the best thing is it's legal.
Legal?
Yeah.
Oh, man, what a drag.
Yeah, well, yeah. Earlier in the show, we introduced the John Mark, Johnny Almond Band, and their performance was really something.
Now, in case you just turned us on and missed them, here to turn you on is, once again, Mark Almond.
All of my days I spend traveling around the country, singing the songs that everybody knows. I sing of the sunshine in Southern California. I sing the streets of New York where the chilly winds do blow. I sing London on a foggy morning. I sing London in the rain. Just another road song, just another singer. But if I had my time again, I'd tell you what I'd do, my friend. I'd pack my bags, hit the road today.
deserts, over the mountains, and then down to the sea. Through the redwoods of Northern California, living on the road is the only life for me. I sing London on a foggy morning. I sing London in the rain. Just another road song, just another singer. But if I had my time again, I'll tell you what I'd do, my friend. I'd pack my bags, hit the road today. I spend traveling around the country, singing the songs that everybody knows. I sing of the sunshine in Southern California. I sing the streets of New York where the chilly winds do blow. I sing London on a foggy morning. I sing London in the rain. Just another road song, just another singer. But if I had my time again, I'll tell you what I'd do, my friend. I'd pack my bags, hit the road today.
Back with Burns and Schreiber, the incredible string band, the Crusaders, Mark Almond, and so much more right after the station break. You let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on you.
If you missed them earlier in the show, you're in for a treat. If you didn't, I guess you're in for a double treat.
So here once again is the incredible string band.
Sissy wouldn't believe when I told her the old man was gone. The one who lived all alone in the shack on the shore that's so hard to find and hard to go past. He used to light out cigarettes and he'd never tell anyone. He had blue tattoos and he'd tell us tall stories from the bottom of a rum glass. He's got things to see to on the Spanish Main. He's gone away for a while. And he's gone skullduggery on the Spanish Main. He's gone away, far away. Thought I heard sails creaking as the stars paled, anchor chains clinking as the night failed, way out on the bay. And no one else knows how it crowed when they crowned him king of the Cannibal Isles, or how it really feel drunk at the wheel through a high hurricane. He could dupe the devil at dice and charm charmers with his beguiling smiles, or how he fell in love in Lima and a schemer stole his pearly girl and broke his heart again. And all the foes he killed call him into fight with their beckoning bones. All the gold is snow sparkles in the morning light as sweet ladies, and I know they're all alone. Sissy dear, let's not go near the church today, where the big bell's tolling, the hearse goes rolling, the holy joes pray while they lay him away. I think he fool them. This old man, he never won too many winters. Cold weather. Wanna go sail down South Sea water, warm as old bones there.
Chance earlier to hear a song from the Crusaders' Grammy nominee album, Crusader 1.
They have a new album out called The Second Crusade.
So, here to do a second song from their second album are the Crusaders!
I slept in the open, down by a redwood tree. Yes, last night I slept in the open, just to let my soul free. I don't wanna go back to the city. Go. I don't wanna go back to the city. Go. It's just a long, lonely taxi ride, going nowhere to no one, 'cause nobody's there and nobody cares in the city. Yes, I woke in the morning early, and I knew that the city was dead. I don't wanna go back to the city. Go. I don't wanna go back to the city. Go. It's just a long, lonely taxi ride, going nowhere to no one. There's no way, there's no day. Stay away.
Right now, I'd like to sing the theme from the last Tango in Paris.
Oh, yeah? No, you can't sing, Jack. You know that.
I've done everything else that was in the film. But you're right, I can't sing. But you know who we have here with us tonight?
Yeah, I know who we got here, an old buddy.
That's right. There's a fellow, every place we go, Avery and I travel around a lot. We went to Rio for the carnival, and Kenny was there. We go down to Acapulco, and Kenny's there. He's everywhere because he's really one of the great singers in our business, and he's always working. And he is going to sing for us tonight the theme from the last Tango in Paris, Mr. Kenny Colman.
We don't exist. We are nothing but shadow and mist. In the mirror we look as we pass. No reflection revealed in the glass. Don't you know that the blood in your vein is as lifeless as yesterday's rain? It's a game where we come to conceal the confusion we feel. But as long as we're nameless, our bodies are blameless. You cried when we kissed. It was nothing but shadow and mist. Two illusions who touch in a trance, making love not by choice but by chance. To a theme we tore from the past, to a tango we swore was the last. We are shadows who dance. To a theme we tore from the past, to a tango we swore was the last. We are shadows who dance. We are shadows who dance. We are shadows who dance.
Thank you. And we'd like to thank all the people who helped make our Midnight Special special.
And don't forget, the second All-Star Oldie show next week in your house. Chubby Checker will be here. So, good
morning.
Hey.